This is the longest-running daily variety show on planet Earth, the Mark and Pires Show. Where'd you get in? 1,839 days in a row here with you, this fantastic world. We make it a better place every single day because we stream live. I mean, me and Joanne, Wheezy McGee back there, you guys know she's pulling up the rear. Joanne, do me a favor, keep the wheeze down. Starting a show here. Guys, we've given her WD-40, castor oil. Nothing seems to work. The wheeze gets louder. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? Welcome TikTok. Welcome YouTube. Welcome D-Live. Welcome X, if anybody sees Joanne. If anybody sees it on X, Facebook. We're called Zuckerchooched on Facebook, so likely no one's seeing it. But if you are seeing it on Facebook, say hello. Join us over here on the YouTube channel. We're about to write some music. We're about to get into it. Got some comedy for you. Dropped some of my impressions today. A little Archie Bunker, Edith Bunker. Never really got into doing Archie and Edith much, but I did love the show All in the Family when I was a kid. So naturally, every once in a while, I just go into, oh, Archie, settle down there, Edith. You know, and you're doing it with Edith. Not in that way. You don't want to do it that way with Edith. So guys, what are we going to do tonight? What's that? No, I know Joanne. First of all, I can't really hear you over the wheeze, but she said you're going to do the same thing you do every night, Mark. Do something creative in the moment. Break the world away from the negativity for a second. I got Nightwind in the house. I got Virginia here. I got S-Coop in the house kicking it with me. And of course, if you guys didn't know, Barella's here. He's doing it. In Virginia, not just a cool place, guys. She's in the chat right now. Virginia. Yeah, I know. TikTok's like, I'm going over. I want to see Virginia. You sure do. Plus, you also want to see Joanne's big wheezy body. You know, George Soros' daughter. I've done all the episodes, guys. You just got to head over to YouTube and see it. Her father, Senator Palpatine, George Soros. Hey, Skywalker. Right? When George Soros got the call from George Lucas, who's he does takes on two. I don't know if you guys know that about Lucas. Lucas doesn't play around. Most people are like, 3, 2. Lucas, he's like, 3. And you're in. You're in on a Lucas film. Anyway, apparently it went down. Lucas was looking for the perfect job of the Hutt. He settled on George Soros. No makeup. You didn't even need it. You just roll him on his side. You get the grapes out, Princess Leia style. Typecast. That's actually a part of my Donald Trump show movie, if you happen to check it out. Donald J. Trump of Winnick Bigley. Matt Zabrowski likes it when I point to him when he does his woohoo. You can't blame a guy, you know? What's that? No, Zabrowski, I don't know. Guys, what do you think Zabrowski gets tonight? He's asking. You know, Zabrowski, I'm in the middle of a monologue. You know? I'm in the middle of a monologue. And you're asking for a rating on the woohoo? I'll give you an 8.7 tonight. Zabrowski wasn't better than an 8.7. You know, Zabrowski, just because he's a Grammy winner, he thinks all of them are winners. You're not always a winner, buddy. I just got news for you. You can't always hit a home run, Mickey Mantle. All right? So, guys, we're into it. Matt Zabrowski's real. Joanne's a Weezer. And let's see who else is with us. We got Trish Killian in the house. Trish, thank you for your note earlier. Trish has been trying to see if she could help us get this show to a whole new group of people. And of course, if you didn't know it, Modoc Roughstock came down. And he's about to party. All right. I don't know if you guys saw my Archie and Edith bit that I put out earlier. I happened to be out at dinner, so I wasn't able to watch it with you. But I did watch it just a few minutes ago as I was setting up for the show. And man, there was some really funny stuff there. Especially I brought one of the little clips to the front there, you know, and I think it's kind of a good intro. I realize what I have to do because my content it's comedy that develops. And we're living in a time where people have zero attention span. And I'm a guy who creates developing comedy. So it starts with something. And before you know it, you get to the end. And I've made 15 different jokes off of the original joke. But it needed to start first. You needed to join in order to see where it goes. Very similar to like an SNL. Of course, the difference is SNL writes their stuff. They work on it all week long. And then they broadcast it for you tonight. I come out here every day for the last 5 years in a row, and I create live in the moment. So whatever comedy you ever see on this show, whatever song you ever see on this show, whatever moment you ever see on this show is happening right now. The only thing that exists, this moment. I refuse to come out here and say, okay, I'm going to pull up my 15 pages of content to read here. No, I come out here and I let this moment breathe. Let this moment take us somewhere special every single time I go live. So I welcome you to the Mark and Pires show. I welcome you to this experience that we're about to have together. Time is short. These moments, they don't last. That's why they're called moments. The only thing that does constantly exist, and it never stops existing, is this very second right here. You could create moments within this second, but then they're gone. The hardest thing that we have to deal with in life is sticking with this second and realizing it's the only thing that never ends, and it's been here since the beginning of time. That's why I tell you sometimes that the creation, the end, every single thing that we've ever seen and anything that will ever come is right here in this very second. We're not able to understand time. But this constant that we're on, where every single second we're connected to it, we're tethered to this very second, and it keeps moving beyond us. It's powerful. If you could center yourself on what is, then you could create things. You could inspire. But you got to figure out how to get there. You got to figure out how to be you. That's where you are. This second. All right, we got to play something here. It's cold here in the garage, so. All right, now let's get the BeatSeat. There it is.
YouTube Music Premium is like a force field, letting you play your songs ad-free.
So guys, YouTube it. Link in bio. Green screen show. Sitting on the only drum in the world for guitar players, which I invented and patented. There is only one drum designed for guitar players. We brought it to 2019 Summer NAMM, and it was selected Editor's Choice. So check it out, BeatSeat.rocks, and you're about to check it out live. What is the BeatSeat? It's the only drum in the world I could play my guitar to. So you could kick it while you play your guitar. How cool is that? Plus, it's also the perfect seat. Let's play you something here. Train a coming, rolling around the bend. I ain't ain't seen sunshine. I don't know where, well, I stuck in for some prison. That's where I want to stay. And them people keep moving on down to San Antonio. I bet there's rich folks eating the fancy Italian cars, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. And I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. And them people keep moving on down to San Antonio. Just a baby, mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And people keep moving on down to San Antonio. Of course, I didn't turn on the multi-track. Dumbo McGee. Sometimes you Dumbo McGee it. Now we're multi-tracking. So what you just heard, guitar, vocals, and the BeatSeat. It's the only drum in the world you could do that, guys. I'm putting on a show all by myself. I don't even need Joanne's wheeze. How's it go? Won't you tell me? I wanna hear you say, take me to the river, washing it down. Take me to the water. I got my feet on the ground. I got my feet on the ground. I like doing the bass, but I don't know what I'm playing. We'll see. treat me like you do. Through all the pain that you put me through. With my money, my cigarettes, yeah. Sweet 16, I'll never forget. I wanna know what you tell me. I wanna hear you say, take me to the river, washing me down. Take me to the water. I got my feet on the ground. Got my feet on the ground. It'll take me to the river, old school. Told you so, my friend. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. We're going to rock out for you. Guys, X, playing in. We need more people on X to join us. Longest running daily variety show. Let's get into it. We're writing a song. Let's write a song. Told you so. You got a title for me, a couple words? I'll write you a song right now. All I need is 3 words or a topic. If you've seen Harry Mack at all, this is kind of a blues, funk, rock, Harry Mack vibe. We write songs every night, and there are 209 of them on iTunes and Spotify if you type in the words Mark Pires. Mark Inspires is the name of the show. But if you take out the INS, you'll see, hey, there's Mark's name. Yes, told you I saw you rock. Frozen Buns Blues. I like that, S-Coop. Oh, see that? Told you so. Couldn't find the show live on YouTube. How about that? You see that, guys? That's how they do me. They do me solid like that. They're like, oh, Mark's on the air. Let's hide him from Told You So. I'm going to give you the link, buddy. This is it right here in case you see. I'm not sure if this will come through. But there is the link to the YouTube channel. All right, I'm going to kick something for you here. Told you so. I love it. Modulation. Leaving it. Oh, yeah. This is some freaking weird stuff coming out. Something cool to play the BeatSeat with, you know? There he is. Yes, told you so. Love it. so dark cold outside, I can't even take a breath. Like eating razor blades for breakfast. There's nothing worse than the pain. Taking you to What was the name of the song again? Is there a crackling noise? Uh-oh. Hold on, I'm on. Are you guys getting a crackle in there? That's not good. There's a crackle in there. Something about frozen buns. What was it called again? Can you put it in there? Likes the walk-in. Wow. Guys, you come down. Have a good time. Saturday Night Live. Of course, the sun sets. The sun. You're gonna rise. It's friggin' cold as balls. Minnesota, you there. You try to light a fire. You can't. You need more cowbell. Oh, guys, it's Saturday Night Live. You get cowbell. You get the cowbell. I get it. I ring the cowbell. Gene, you gotta have more cowbell. Oh, I got a fever. I got a fever for more cowbell. Of course, you could decide bring xylophone. You bring the xylophone instead of the cowbell. You come to the studio. I'm gonna show you the door. Put my pants on one leg at a time. When I do it, I make gold records. Oh. Christopher Walken, you talk. I talk. Everybody talks. Is anybody listening? I'm listening, and there. I'm at the symposium. I got the information. I'm going. I'm leaving. Taking the info into my life. Ow. The noise in the night. It's not the whispers of the crackle in the guitar. No. It's the chirping of the crickets. They're in the background. Ow. Trying to get some sleep. I can't sleep tonight. Of course, you sleep in the morning, you wake up. The sunrise, you can't close your eyes. You don't. You just lay there in the morning. You say, I can get myself a coffee, get through this afternoon, and try to sleep early tonight. Oh, you do it. I do it. Oh, little jamaroo. Sometimes we dat. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's crap. I don't know if that was good or not. It's a little off, but still, it's a good thing to jam on. That's just nice. Fade away. Close your eyes. Stay asleep. Oh, it's too cold here for me to keep my blood warm. Sleeping through it all. Wake up when the sun's running down the skyline. I'm underneath 12 blankets and I'm still freezing to the bone. Oh yeah, I must be in this Alaskan time zone. Oh, everything I see is smoke coming out from the trees. Yeah. So cold you can feel it through the walls. Yeah, you feel it through it all. Come on, son. Shine on down. Don't know if I could take it another day. Not even the fire can stay warm. Oh, it's cold, it's freezing. Yeah, everything you see. People all up, moving and they can't stop breathing. Oh, I don't know what I'm singing. Whatever. Anyway, guys, we did it. Little jamaroo there, wrote a little something. I don't know what the hell it was, but process, right? When you're in the process, guys. Joanne, can you do me a favor and shut off the outro? We're not done with the show yet, Joanne. And please do me a favor. The wheeze, love to keep that. Joanne. Guys. Joanne, do you think it was necessary to tutor Looter? I don't think. Oh, of course. The Pro Tools shut down at how long? 39 minutes. I don't know what it was playing. Let's just see. So, love it. There we go. That was before we even jammed on it. It's cool. Check this out. Multi-tracked. Listen to that. All you hear is the drum. How cool is that? I got the BeatSeat completely isolated. There's the vocals. Yes, told you so. Told you so. There he is. Yes, told you so. Right? Love and then we got the guitar separate. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, this is pretty cool. And then just so you have an idea of what we could do from here. Let me go back, but I'll play you something here so you have an idea. Oh, let's get the bass line. That's right. That's part of the guitar. All right, let me get something in here. I'm not sure what more photo is, but just to give you an idea. I don't know what this is. Let me go back over here. So I have all these plugins that I can put in now and do other cool things like, let's see what this is. Trans X, not, Trans X multi-wide. What is this? More punch. This is vinyl loop. They have all these things. I mean, the concept of being able to take these tracks and to track out entire songs for you guys is the best possible scenario. So you got hollow drums. I don't even know. You can hear how things change a little bit. Oh, can you not change it? Insert. Oh, well, hold on one second, guys. I have to shut off the record button first if I want to try to show you these effects. So concept. Let's see what this sounds like here. Sounds cool. Just gonna put reverb. Come on. Let's see what this is. All right, whatever. Bottom line is we have the ability to multi-track now. Itchy in the house. Right, guys? All right, so I want to play you a little something here because we do have new family members on board, plus old family members that I know love this stuff. So this is for NG17. Oh, my man, I'm so happy you're here. And what's your first name, just so I have an idea? Although I don't know everybody's first name here. I do, sort of. Christian is Leisure number 7, but he's Leisure number 7 on the show. But I still just like to sort of know. I don't know Itchy's first name, I know Virginia's first name. Renee's first name's tricky, too, because it's not really Renee's first name. Oh, goodness. But, those are little secrets. Sometimes you have secrets. Wharton Thistle, you got it. We got Wharton in the house, And S. Coop, Stephanie Coop, when you're there and you're in the process. But it's S. Coop here on this show. Okay? So, guys, Trish Killian, when you get Trish Killian in the house, you're like, everybody's doing it. Charmaine, I love it. So, Charmaine, I'm going to play you something special here. This is what we have for Charmaine joining us here on the YouTube channel for the first time. Very pumped about that. And just so you know, Charmaine, every single day, now that you found it, subscribe and turn the bell on. And every day, midweek, it's 9 a.m. and then night times around 10:30. And I'm hoping we could build it out so I can keep doing that. It's going to be difficult to do that all year if I don't build it out. So my hope is that the mornings turn into something really spectacular and we could then do the night show. So hopefully you guys can help me do that and we can keep this thing going in the right direction. All right, so I was looking for something here. Yesterday I played you guys something pretty cool, the Donald Trump Show, episode 16, which is Dr. Evil, Bill Gates, Dr. Fauci, George Soros, Vladimir Putin, and of course Donald J. Trump of Winning Big League. But is there a better episode? I'm not sure. Well, we're going to show you something. You tell me if you agree that this could potentially be better just because of the content involved. Not necessarily. The Dr. Evil thing's pretty hard to beat, guys. I'm just saying. But this one right here was very special. This was the 22nd episode of the Donald J. Trump Show. Why don't we drop YouTube and go to Rumble? 8 plays. That's a good idea. I'm on Rumble, so you guys can go and watch right now on Rumble as well. If anybody's on I don't know if anybody watches on Rumble. But the Mark and Pires show is live on Rumble as we speak every day. So every time I am live here, you could also, if you don't like YouTube, you could go and help me blow out the Rumble platform as well. That's an option. Facebook, it's a dead platform for me. But if you're on Facebook and you happen to come across this, see what happens if you share it. I don't think they'll let you share it, but try. This right here is one of my favorite episodes I ever created for the Donald Trump Show. It's called Day 600 in a row. Guys, I'm here day 1838 in a row. I did this one on day 599. I created it to play for you guys on day 600 in a row. So keep that in mind. Wow. Been here a long freaking time since I made this one episode you're about to see. 1,200 plus days ago, guys, I created this. How about that? It's 3.5 years, 4 years ago? Who the freaking heck knows? All right, this is just so you guys know, Hammerlin Jameson's my original creation, just like all the other silly characters here. Dr. Wayne Doppler, President G-Hole, Nancy Pelosi, because everything she touches turns to poison, right? And Jerry Nadlier, Mark Zuckerchooch, and also AKA Mark Zuckerdick. You know, you can go either or on that one. Anyway, here we go. Hope you enjoy. TikTok, head over to YouTube. I'm going to shut off the TikTok. Hold on, let's see who's here. Carol, you are awesome. Can you do me a favor, Carol? Right above my head, you'll see the link to the YouTube channel. We've been live here for 5 years, every single day. It's the only show on earth that shows up every day to try to lift you up a level with some comedy, with some music, and inspiring, hopefully, you to do something great with your day. This right here is a piece of my comedy. I hope you could head over to YouTube. I'm going to shut off TikTok.
It's Hammerlin Jameson with episode 22 of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak at the 600th episode of the Mark Pires Real Talk Show. It's been quite a journey. I have to say, he's done a lot of face swaps. He's done a lot of different shows about the Trumper. But on top of that, he's got some episodes of the Trump Show that are pretty good. Making fun of Pires, Sleeps Over Joe. You know, we're calling him Joey Futon now as well. He's a futon. You can get futons or sleepsovers when you stop by Sleeps Over Joe's warehouse. Comes in 7 fabrics and sizes. The Senator, it's a lumpy mess. Just like the Sleeps Over, really. Look, I've got a few people that want to say happy 600th day to Mark, so let's get into it and see who we got. Number 2, it's been 600 days, and he's still alive.
No matter what we try, Dr. Evil, he keeps broadcasting.
But Dr. Evil, he did not follow our projections. Silence! Enough of this insolence. Everybody gather around. Look, I've got a plan. If we can just... Wait, no, hold on. Where are you taking me? Let me go back because I'm trying to share my plan with them. Okay, let's send in the murder hornets. Are you kidding me? Dr. Evil called? Look, I'm kind of pissed at Dr. Evil right now. Pocket dialed me last time, and I think he's working with Fauci and Bill Gates. That's right, Evil Gates. Anyway, that's another story. What else we got? Yeah, I got one for you. It's Mark Pires' 600th day in a row. And I called Artie to see if he wants to say anything. Hey, Artie.
Yeah, I'll say hi.
600 days. That's freaking crazy. Congratulations. You know, I don't know about you, but I miss that tag team duo. Seriously, Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang? That's a match made in heaven. I'm wondering if God had that plan. Look, if we put these two together, they're going to make magic happen. Anyway, what else we have?
Hi, Mark. It's Mark Zuckerberg. Look, congratulations on 600 shows, but I'm going to continue to block your show because I don't like your content. Maybe if you didn't talk about Donald Trump, I wouldn't suppress your program, but I zuck.
So wait, let me get this straight. So you censor the Real Talk program, and then you're going to call and say congratulations? Oh, congratulations, Mark, for broadcasting and me blocking you every single time. You're doing great at getting it nowhere. Anyway, what else we got?
My name is Chuck Schumer. I'm here to talk about Sleep Sofa Joe and Mark Pires, 600 days in a row. It's pretty impressive if it was not Mark Pires. If it was a Joe Biden or a Democrat, I would really think it's great.
I gotta tell you, I almost hate this guy as much as Pelosi. All right, who's next?
I just wanted to wish Mark Pires a happy 600 days. That's a lot of days in a row. And we've been working on the coronavirus vaccine for like 20 years now. So I know what he's going through. But it's quite an effort, and I'm hoping that he can get people to take our vaccine.
Look, we all know you're trying to vaccinate the world, Bill. And I just want to strap you down and give you the first dose.
Well, hi, Mark. It's Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. I know you've been calling me Joey Futon, but look, I plan on beating Donald Trump in November. The fact is, I got an earpiece in. They're telling me everything to say. And if I don't say it right, I got the teleprompter as a backup. My Aunt Judy told me I could be a heck of a president, Mark. So I'm counting on you for your vote. Gotta beat Donald Trump, and we need the real talk show.
Normally I'd be like, that's cool, but it sleeps over Joe, and I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't fall asleep, Mark, during his little speech there. But there's still time between now and November for Sleeps Over Joe to fall asleep on his futon. That's right, Joey Futon. What do we got next?
Hey, Mark, it's Al Pacino. Just want to wish you happy 600.
Not many people cooler than Al Pacino. You know, I'd love to get a cappuccino with Al Pacino. Maybe a Dunkachino with Al Pacino. I don't know.
My name is Andrew Cuomo. I've been here doing this Real Talk program a few times now. It's 600 days. You know, I was on here last at 500 days. I said this guy's gonna go over. There's no way he's not doing under 1,000, okay? But look, COVID's serious. If you need some PPE, you can send them to New York, and I'll put them in the nursing homes. Look, I gotta go, but happy 600, Mark.
Freaking Cuomo, right? Unbelievable. How's your Cuomo doing? Andrew, I'm pretty sure Mark does not want to hear from Cuomo. But you have a really nice Cuomo, much better than mine. Guys, what's up? Gary V. Look, 600 days in a row, Mark Pires, Real Talk. I can't believe it. This guy's on fire. He's going to go all the way to maybe 15,000 days. And look, I just got to tell you, nobody else has got that. Nobody else is doing it. So crushing it. 600 days, crushing it. I think this guy's going to go until the sun burns out. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Those are some kind words for the Real Talk show from Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm not sure. If you don't know Gary V, then you must not be on social media. He's a good guy. He's rising up. Anyway, 600 days in a row is a big deal, and Gary V believes it. What else we got? Anything else here?
Mark, I just heard the news. 600 days in a row. I can't believe it. Last time we talked, it was 500 days, and you just go. You like the Energizer Bunny. Oh no, I did. I told you back then at 500, put your head down. Just go, man. No one can stop the bright light within. 600 is nothing. Look, Mark, go until the stars burn out.
We actually found somebody cooler than Al Pacino. Christopher Walken's the man. Do you ever see him in Dead Zone? He touches things, and he can see the future. I wish Trump could do that for November. Find out who's going to win. Me or Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, remember, you can sleep on the sleep sofa all you want. You also may find some change in the cushions in the sleep sofa if you're looking around for some spare change. That's all Sleep Sofa Joe has is kind of like loose memories. And also, he takes naps on his Joey futon. That's right. I'll see you guys on the next Donald Trump show, but 600 days of Real Talk. Looking forward to hitting 700, 800, all the way to 1,000. And then we go and put our foot on the gas. That's right, people. We're just getting started. It's going to take time, people, but we're going to win big league. Have a good night.
Oh, goodness. That one right there, the Donald Trump show of Michelle Obama. It's called Miguel Obama. It's probably one of the funniest. I mean, every episode of the Donald Trump show is insanely hilarious. It's I think it's the best film I've ever done. But it's only because I collaborated all 36 episodes plus some really cool bonus bloopers. Plus, I mean, if I really put all of the content I made that year, just so you have an idea, if you ever go back to look, you'll see this. Every single day that year, 2019 to 2020, and then as soon as Trump was not getting in for his term, I think it was January or February of 2021 that I stopped doing face swaps. And the face swaps were so freaking crazy. Every day I'd have trouble. I'll give you an example. This is an example of what I did. Let me play you one other thing here. And these, again, are all on my channel. I have 4,000 pieces of content. It's kind of crazy. I'll just put in Trump calls and let's see what happens, because I had so many where he called me. Let's see. Here we go. This is when I was pretending to be running for president as Marty McLavin-Riven, who's a character I created in one of my movies, in The Worst Coach Ever, which if you ever watch that, it's one of the funniest movies as well. And LeBron James gets a taste of his own medicine. The whining. I'm very good at whining in that movie as Marty McLavin-Riven. And remember, Clippy kind of steals the show. I'm giving you the link to this. This is just a little bit, so you see how I used to do this. This is not from a while ago. This is recent. But this is the vibe.
Ah, McLavin-Riven. I heard all about you, McLavin-Riven.
Wait, is this Trump?
And I'm coming for you.
Oh,
as soon as I get rid of all these indictments. Oh, Fannie Wallace and
Yeah.
Letitia James.
Yeah, they're coming
As soon
after
as
you.
I finish with them, I'm coming for you, McLavin-Riven.
You're coming after me?
Yeah, no, that's fine, Mc. You think you're such a tough guy because you got LeBron James a gold medal.
I did
I
get
know that's a
LeBron.
hard thing. You did it.
It is.
It's a big deal. Winning big league, you won the gold.
I did.
LeBron, he's crying the whole way. I know, I get it.
So annoying.
But still, you can't mess with the Trumper.
Yep.
Winning
Listen,
big league.
you-
I'm winning big league. Melania, she's going to join me on the campaign
You
trail. I'm
need
going to take
Melania.
you down, McLavin-Riven.
You can't take
You
down
think you're the
McLavin.
best candidate?
Yes.
You think that Ramaswamy is going to enjoy it?
I'm looking
when
forward
you're on
to
the stage with
debating
Donald J.
Ramaswamy.
Trump winning big league, I'm going to take you down, McLavin-Riven.
You know what, Trump? I'm going
What?
to take you down.
You-
don't. Yeah, I'm going to take you down. You have no shot against
Yeah, you
McLavin.
think you're tough. We'll see.
Yeah, well,
Look, I'm
telephone tough guy.
Trump-tastic. I'm winning big league. You can't take down the Trumper. McLavin-Riven, look,
Yeah,
I gotta
what's
be
that?
honest. I like your style.
Yeah.
I like your gumption. I think you could be a great VP. Yeah, no, we're gonna
Really?
talk about it. Melania and I are gonna have a chat, and I'll get back to you. All right, McLavin-Riven, keep up the good work out there. I'm gonna have to pound you in the face on the campaign trail, but remember, you could be a good VP.
Was that
you know?
Melania?
Anyway, I gotta go. Melania's calling.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. All right. Good luck out there. Remember, I'm gonna smash your freaking face. You know. Good job with LeBron, though. Good job. Yeah, he's a crapper.
So first call of the day, Joanne. Who do we have? He's a crapper. I love it. That's Trumper for you. But all of these happen live in the moment and silly. I'm just like being a goofball for you, and you know, McLavin-Riven. That's a character that should have taken off. McLabs was doing it. Nobody wanted to get into it. They were like, yeah, I guess I won't really do the McLabs special. Oh, goodness. Now, I'm going to play you just because this is so new and it's not that long. I want to watch this with you guys. I'll give you the link. I just posted this about 4 hours ago. So if you could do me a favor while at some point, I don't know, either now or maybe even take 10 seconds real quick, click that link, just give it a like and just say, what's up or something, and then come right back here. We're going to watch it. And when you do get back, let me know and I'll push play. So basically this bit right here is Archie Bunker, Edith Bunker, Christopher Walken, Meathead, if you've ever seen the show All in the Family. And it all happens in a piece of comedy that I created live in the moment with the 1775 Bible. The 1775 Bible is phenomenal. There's so much detail in there we're going to get to, but one of my favorite details is that at the end of the Old Testament, the family, the Howell family, documented their family tree there. So you see Stephen Howell, born in 1744, and that allowed me to dig deeper, and on Google, I found his gravestone and that he's in Sag Harbor, New York. I am thinking, and I talked about this earlier, I'm thinking about getting in the car and documenting this all, just like going live or whatever, and taking the drive to Sag Harbor and finding his gravestone and doing a whole, bring the Bible with me and say a prayer at his gravestone and thank him, first of all, for buying this Bible in 1783 and for also fighting for this country in the American Revolution. This Bible, I believe, is the source of unbelievable support because I'm in this room alone for 1,839 days in a row. So this thing is like, it's been there every day. It's kind of cool. And so that's why I had a few people when I put this thing out, they're like, hey, send it to me and I'll make copies of it. And I'm like, I'm never letting this thing leave my side. Like, no, I would never go to a printer with it and say, hey, print this and go through and give me every page. Like it's in my studio. It's here next to me. I have to go live while it's at the printer. So no, that's the thing is there's two options. I get rid of the Bible, I send it off and have someone make copies of it. And who knows, guys, this show, does it keep, I don't know, but there's that risk that this thing isn't here as my source of strength. And that story, that man who put his life on the line and fought next to George Washington, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's such a cool thing to have. I'd never want to let this thing leave my side. So anyway, long story short, while I was showing you the Stephen Howell birth information, this happened. And I missed a lot of this. I just went right kind of to the commies, so I hope you enjoy it. Did I give you the link? I think I did. Oops, I just put the wrong thing in, of course. This is called Bang Biggity Boo, Archie. Bang Biggity Boo. That's one of my sayings as well. It's just a little jokeroo. Because we don't know what she was doing.
They were banging it out.
Oh, really? There was a Bang Biggity Boo going on? Just them? They were doing it? Like they're getting married next? Like, oh, look, we're getting married anyway. Let me just play a little, just the tip. Like, it's a game. It's a game. The Howells are into it, Look, we're getting married next month, Good old Eunice.
Oh, Archie! Oh, Archie, we gotta wait till our wedding night.
Settle down there, Edith. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Benjamin Franklin. Guys, when Ben Franklin was doing it, not like they were doing it, Stephen Howell style, like the night of the wedding. They're like, oh, what time's the wedding? Like, I'm not sure, but we got time to do a little Bang Biggity Boo, So I was thinking Silas is a good name for our firstborn. I know you're going to give birth to a boy. If you don't, that's all right. We'll get rid of you quick. 1776, you don't produce a boy? 29. We got till I'm like 32 here. You know what I mean? You got to get with it, Eunice. Eunice did not like that, But remember, 1776 didn't freaking matter what the hell Eunice thought. You know what I mean?
Oh, Archie!
Shit there, Edith. Settle down there. Go get me my beer there, Edith.
Oh, Archie! I'm gonna get you beer, Archie!
Right? 1776 style. Archie and Eunice, back in the day. Archie Howell. And Edith, Howell.
Oh, Archie!
Sometimes when you show up on a Celebrity Impressionist stream and Archie Bunker comes out with some racial crap, you know what I mean?
Oh, Archie!
Right? Haven't done Archie and Edith in a while. Sometimes you gotta do it. Okay then, matehead. Oh, Archie, what are you talking about all the time? Archie, you're always talking about that. You don't know what you're talking about, Archie. I'm so sick of you, Archie. Every time you do. Oh, shut up there, matehead.
Oh, Archie! Archie! Oh, don't do that! Archie! Don't call me meathead, Archie! Oh!
Settle down there, Edith. Get my beer. Wow, guys, you come down, you hang out, have a good time. Of course, you're there, I'm here, together. We're doing it. Not like Stephen Howell doing it, wedding night. You bang Biggity Boo, you put it in the hiney butt. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think he did that. Maybe. We don't know. We're still, the jury's still out on the Howells and how they had that baby so quickly, Some sort of, weird stuff. Because that the priest would check to make sure that hymen was still good. Jonathan, can you come in here for a second? I'm going to talk to you. Jonathan, I think there was some bang biggity booing going on over here because that hymen ain't right. Yeah. Like, we're here, that's my job to check on the hymen, and like, you guys come over and you do the license. You have to sign it and say everything's good. There's a virgin, creation experience going on here, because we don't know what she was doing.
They were banging it out.
Oh, really? There was a bang biggity boo going on? Just them? They were doing it? Like, they're getting married next? Like, oh, look, we're getting married anyway. Let me just play a little, just the tip. Like, it's a game. It's a game. The Howells are into it, Look, we're getting married next month, Good old Eunice.
Oh, Archie! Oh, Archie, we gotta wait till our wedding night.
Settle down there, Edith. Edith, you gotta settle down there, okay? You know what, guys? Sometimes when you're in the middle of it and you're creating comedy out of nothing, you get to the high mountain. I don't even know what the hell? How did we get there? It's the Eunice and Stephen Bible, by the way. That's been with me since I started this show. Getting back to what I was telling you this is a story about.
Join us here on Mark Inspires, where we're here to effect a positive change one person at a time.
This right here, the roast of Hilaria Baldwin, is one of the funniest news stories I've ever done. I would love to watch that with you guys, but I already have something locked and loaded for you. This right here, I want you guys to know something. I have a playlist of just face swaps. Desert Van Life in the house, my friend. So good to see you. Guys, Desert Van Life is kicking it with us. We're getting some laughs in today. All right, so hold on. So you need to understand how these face swaps started, okay? Yeah, I did a feature film. It's 4 hours long. It's called The Roast of Joe Biden, or Donald Trump Roasts Joe Biden for 4 hours. That's what it's called. It's here on my channel. We're going to watch a couple more pieces of it tonight, so don't go anywhere. We're gonna play comedy the rest of the night here. And this piece right here is the origin story for the face swaps. And I hope you enjoy it, because there's something that I do in the movie that you don't really get the full scope of. I didn't do enough of it in the face swaps I did when we finally got to using film. But this is the very first concept, and then it led me to just being like, I got to improve this. Almost like what we're doing with the news stories now. I went from just doing the news where you see the story in the background to now I'm changing pictures in the background. And then we're like, that, we're going all the way to video behind me while I tell you the story. So every time I'm telling a story, you're going to see a video of something, whether it's this story or something that reminds you of the story. It's going to start being extremely crazy. Everything I put out is just going to be super high end. I want it to be the best experience possible, and I want it to be topics you guys want to hear about. We had Gianluca call in the other day, and he asked me to look into the Essenes and look into the Dead Sea Scrolls. I'm going to be doing a story on both of those. Okay, but we also had just a little while ago. Let me see if I can read this just so you, because I forget exactly what this was, but I was like, this one sounds like a good idea. One of our family members. Let's see if I can find it. Of course, now I can't see everything I'm clicking on is not showing me what I want to see. Where the hell is my page? It's kind of annoying. My channel. Here we go. This should show me the little bell at the top here, because then I could just click in here and I could tell you what I saw. Where is it? All right, so BDP said the downfall of U.S. manufacturing. That's one he'd like to know about. So I'm going to do that one too. And so this is what I'm going to leave out there for as a challenge for you guys. Think of a topic. Think of something from history that you really want to know about. And let me give you a full story on it, okay? And you could then know that the story that's into this world is only there because you created an energy and a request that I'm willing to meet. So whatever happens will be because of you. And so I thank you in advance for giving me topics. I thank you in advance for watching them after I make them. I don't know why my feed is all of a sudden getting knocked off. All right, so here we go, guys. I hope you enjoy this. This is the very first face swap ever created. And it led me to do like a year and a half worth of crazier ones.
This is Dr. Evil. I have a proposal for you. You have 24 hours to pay me $10 billion, or I will strike every major city with our hypersonic laser. What say you? Well, the United States of Trump does not negotiate with terrorists. I'm sorry, Dr. Evil. Do you have another proposal? Maybe I can buy the laser from you. How about that? Huh? Trump will buy it from you. But that's not on the table. I'm freaking Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil. Obviously, you've never read The Art of the Deal by yours truly. Trump always wins. Big league. I'll buy the laser. That's it. Or you can laser your eyebrows off. Whatever. I don't really care. And I win big league. Read The Art of the Deal. Call me back. Bye. I don't agree. Hello? Did he just... He just hung up on Dr. Evil. He just hung up on me. What the...
Dr. Evil, Donald Trump is on the line for you.
Thank you, number 2. I'll take the call in my secret lair. Donald, glad to get you back on the line. Dr. Evil. Yeah, I read your crap book. Oh, you did? I thought you'd go audiobook. I didn't know you knew how to read. Of course I know how to freaking read. I'm Dr. Evil. You can get my book. It's on Amazon, or it's in Mentor Box, too. Unlike your crap book. That's why I read every single page. Oh, you did? Did you read chapter 13? The Power of the Hang-Up? No, I did not read that section in The Art of the Deal. I did not... What? Hello? He did it to me again, didn't he, number 2? Son of a bitch! Donald Trump. Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil. Third time's the charm? It always is. Perhaps.
Dr. Evil, we're having an issue with the Evil monitor.
Oh, Donald, hold on one moment. Number 2 says we're having a problem with the Evil monitor. Ooh, an Evil monitor. What's that? Dr. Evil Trump needs his own Evil monitor. Wait, what are you wearing? It's Dr. Evil Trump. You're freaking wearing Dr. Evil's clothes. Look, I know you took my wardrobe. This is what I wear at night. Yes, it is a wig. You know you stole your character from Dr. Trump. Dr. Evil, what is an Evil monitor? I've got to get one. Is it on Home Shopping Network? My Evil monitors were built from you. Hello? Donald? Number 2, he did it. He did it again, number 2. Motherfucker! Number 2. Did you see the latest? I've installed one of my own henchmen against Donald Trump. Can you please pull him up on the Evil monitor? Thanks. Hello, Mini-Me.
Dr. Evil, I'm firmly planted within the facility.
This is wonderful news, Mini-Me.
If you want to try to take out Donald Trump, you're going to need Mini Bloomberg. It's going to happen. I have to be involved. I'm a billionaire. I'm going to put my money out there. You think I haven't dealt with bullies before?
Number 2, get Donald Trump on the line immediately.
Dr. Evil, I have Donald Trump on the Evil monitor.
Donald. It's Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil. How you doing today? I'm Trump-tastic. How you making out against my friend, my henchman? Mini Mike? You may know him. That's my guy. Oh, you sent Bloomberg over? Oh, that's great. I'll play ping pong with his head. How about that? Oh, big league. We're gonna win big league. Well, you better watch your back, Donald, because he's coming for you. Oh, I'm really worried, Dr. Evil. I'm so scared. Oh, ooh, I'm shaking in my boots. Hey, Dr. Evil, hold this for me. And if you don't... Hello? What? Hello? Number 2. Again, number 2? You're supposed to warn me. Son of a bitch. Donald Trump, it's Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil. I understand you were in India. Were they in India? Do you hear that, number 2? I made a joke.
And it was a very funny joke, Dr. Evil.
India was phenomenal.
Melania and I loved India. Thanks for asking, Dr. Evil. But I gotta ask you, have you seen the debates? I'm loving the debates right now, Dr. Evil. Have you seen them?
I'm freaking Dr. Evil. Of course I've seen the debates.
Have you seen Minnie Bloomberg? Oh, Minnie Bloomberg, my henchman. Of course. It's laughable. He's trying to go after Bernie. He can't feel the burn because Trump is gonna win big league.
Donald, I just wanted to find out, have you seen my present?
What present? Did you get me an evil monitor?
COVID-19? That's what I did.
We're winning on everything except for COVID-19, so thanks for sending that to me, Dr. Evil.
You are so welcome.
I gotta tell you, Dr. Evil, it's gonna be tough for Corona right now. I mean, seriously, who wants to go to a bar and ask for a Corona right now? Oh, what can I get you? Can I have Corona? What? No, I'm sorry, I meant a Corona beer. This stock must be in the toilet. Could you hold for 1 second, Dr. Evil?
Number 2. Oh, fuck.
Did you get me an evil monitor? That's my favorite one.
Mini-me, it's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil,
What is this that I hear you're bowing out of the race?
I spent $600 million and didn't even make a dent.
I did not give you permission to do that.
I don't think Donald Trump could be stopped, Dr. Evil. I don't know. You may have to try another sauce, but I gave it a shot. Gave it the old college try, so to speak.
You're supposed to be my number 1 guy.
Mini Mike, out.
I just have to put my weight behind Bernie. Let's see if I can get Bernie on the line. Number 2, please get Bernie Sanders on the line for me. Thank you.
Dr. Evil, Bernie Sanders is on the evil monitor.
Hello?
Hi, Bernie. Yes, it's Dr. Evil.
Oh, hello, Dr. Evil.
Look, Minnie Bloomberg didn't really do what I was hoping, so I'm thinking that I'll back you. You take out Donald Trump. I get to take over the world.
I can't be bought, Dr. Evil.
Let's get with the freaking program. I'm Dr. Evil. Let's try to get him to feel the burn. Maybe after a while he'll want to know what it feels like to be burned. What? Number 2, I made another joke.
Very funny joke, Dr. Evil. If you get me in office, I'll do whatever you want.
This is wonderful news, Bernie.
The Democratic Party, this is the 2nd time in a row. It's a coup, Dr. Evil. You call Donald Trump, I bet you he'll tell you the same thing.
Number 2, please get Donald Trump on the line. Thank you.
Dr. Evil, Donald Trump is on the evil monitor.
Hello, Donald. It's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
How you doing today?
I'm doing Trump-tastic as per usual. How are you, Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil's doing wonderful. Thanks for asking, Donald. Donald, is it true that the Democratic Party has it out for Bernie?
Well, I would tell you this, Dr. Evil. I am pretty sure that the Democrats do not want Bernie in office.
Interesting.
They're just not going to give him the time of day. And the biggest chance of them actually defeating me is with Bernie.
More of a challenge, I would say.
I mean, let's be honest. Joe Biden, have you seen this guy? He can't even have a conversation. The guy is like he's falling asleep on stage. Sleepy Joe. Joe, what are you doing, Joe? You should be at home taking a nap. Oh, you're just doing it on stage. Oh, okay, good for you.
Well, I'll tell you what, Donald, you're going to have to go up against Bernie.
I'm not really too concerned. Do you want to back Bernie? Go ahead. You want to back Joe Biden? Whatever you want to do, I'm Trump. I'm going to win big league.
Well, you better watch out for him, Donald. He's coming for you. You're going to feel the burn, Donald Trump. I'm Dr. Freaking Evil. Be prepared to feel the burn.
Oh, hey, hold on 1 second. Did you see this one, Dr. Evil?
And I'll tell you what. Hello? Number 2. What the frig, number 2? Son of a bitch! Number 2, have you seen the outcome from the coronavirus?
I have seen, Dr. Evil. Congratulations on your success.
Frau, did you see?
I did, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps Donald Trump, he just wants the world to come to an end? Everything's on lockdown, number 2. I've got him right in my hands now. Number 2, can you get Bernie Sanders on the line for me, please? Thank you.
Dr. Evil. I have Bernie Sanders on the evil monitor. It's Bernie Sanders.
Bernie, it's Dr. Evil.
Oh, hi, Dr. Evil.
What's happening to you out there? You're falling apart at the seams. What is going on? First Mini Bloomberg, now you? You're terrible.
Oh, the world's against me, Dr. Evil.
We're going to have to figure this out, Bernie.
The Democratic Party doesn't want to go socialist. The people, they're not coming out and voting, Dr. Evil. I don't know what else to do. You gotta throw more money at the problem.
I may have to drop you into the pits with Mustafa. What do you think of that?
No, please, Dr. Evil. I may have to call it quits soon, Dr. Evil. I did my best. You can't put your thumb down on me any longer. This is Bernie. Out.
Oh, crap. We have to get Donald Trump on the phone. I want to hear what he has to say about this turn of events. Number 2, can you get Donald Trump on the line for me? Thanks.
Dr. Evil. I have Donald Trump on the evil monitor.
Hello? Donald, it's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
How are you today? Just wanted to see how you're doing with this outbreak.
I can't stop it. I can't stop it, Dr. Evil. Why did you send the coronavirus to the world?
I'm freaking Dr. Evil. It's my destiny to rule the entire planet, Donald.
You're making the world a terrible place, Dr. Evil. How do you sleep at night?
I sleep like a dream, Donald.
Well, I'm surprised you sleep at all. I can't believe you sleep at all, Dr. Evil, because it is vile what you've done.
Donald, look, I will rule the world.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you 3 things I don't like about you, Dr. Evil. You've got a temper. That's number 1. I don't like people with a temper. Number 2 is your number 2. I don't like number 2.
Oh, but I love number 2.
I have a problem with number 2, okay? I'm going to send Mike Pence for him. Mike, I need you to go and do that for me.
Anything you need, Mr. President? As soon as we can find his location, I will we'll basically drop a number 2 on number 2. Okay? Thanks for coming out.
And number 3, Dr. Evil?
Donald, hello? Number 2, you're supposed to warn me when that happens. Son of a bitch!
Oh
Number
my
2,
goodness. Here we
get
go.
me Donald Trump on the line.
Oh yeah, this is the next
Wait,
piece.
no.
This is the first
Get me
foray
back
into
over
video.
I
My
didn't
very
want you to
first.
take me away. Look, here's the plan. I have the antidote to COVID-19. We're going to have Donald Trump pay us $10 billion.
Dr. Evil, I have Donald Trump on the line for you.
Donald, it's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil. I understand that you may have the antidote.
I have the antidote. All you have to do is pay me $10 billion. And I will release the antidote.
$10 billion? No, I don't think so. Are you negotiable on that figure, Dr. Evil? Are you negotiable on that $10 billion? Because I'm willing to pay you $9,999,999,999 and 0 cents, but not a penny more, Dr. Evil.
It's just $1 less than my asking price.
That's right.
Are you really willing to let your people die over $1?
Absolutely. I'm willing to walk, Dr. Evil, over $1.
And everyone said I was crazy.
I only need to win by $1, Dr. Evil. All you have to do is say yes.
No, I'm sorry, Donald. I can't do any special favors for you. I'm freaking Dr. Evil.
Don't forget, Trump always wins, Dr. Evil. Big league.
Perhaps you could just write me a check out of your own personal account?
You know, Dr. Evil, I think I've got a much better idea.
You could just write, hello, Donald? Hello? Number 2, what the frick?
Oh man, I love that stuff. I'll tell you. Definitely one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life, the Donald Trump show movie. But that stuff's not on it. Like that bit, that intro, that stuff's not on it. You have to go back and check out the playlist if you want to see that stuff, which I'm going to give you the playlist to that, just so you have it, all right? This is the playlist to Mark Pires. I have to change the name of this. Hold on, it's wrong. It says Mark Pires Real Talk Celebrity Face Swaps. It's gonna be Mark Inspires Celebrity Face Swaps. It's not even that. It's Mark Inspires 1 year of face swaps. 1 year of daily face swaps. I'm gonna save that. Let me give you the link to this so you have it. And I'm gonna play you a few more things here. We're not done yet. This is a link to all the times Donald Trump called in, all the little pieces of content that were done with face swap in face swap form that 1 year. I created another page of Mark Pires improv comedies, I think it's called, and that one carried on with all the other stuff. There's face swaps in there as well. But let me just quickly, I wanted to play you something from the Donald J. Trump show because I think that's the best thing I've ever done. Especially now that we're like watching it, I was like, this is insane. If you ever want to see, there's probably a few more pieces of content in the Donald Trump show. I'll give you the link to that. I'm going to go into it now and play you some stuff. But this is the playlist for Donald Trump show, not the Donald Trump show movie. All this stuff, or most of this stuff, made it into the movie itself. If you want to watch the feature film, it's, like I said, it's on my page. It's only like 20 or 30 videos back. You have to scroll, and you'll see Trumper, and it says the Donald Trump roasts Joe Biden for 4 hours. That's the name of the movie. And it's this, what you're seeing right now. So let me play you this. Let's see what I feel like giving you. I need you guys to understand that this woman is evil, okay? And only 156 people have seen this. That's a freaking silly. All of these. Nobody saw any of this stuff. They literally threw it in a hole. So let me play this for you. And if you like it, share the friggin' hell out of it. Here we go. Episode 3 of the Donald J. Trump Show. Nancy Pelosi.
It's Hammerl and Jameson. Donald J. Trump back with episode 3 of The Trump Show.
I want to thank you for joining me on episode 3 of the Donald J. Trump Show. Today, we talk about poison. That's right, don't drink the poison. It's going to kill many people more than coronavirus. Yeah, poison. That's right, Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, I'm sorry, some people don't know that we do call her poison. Let's take a look at this clip here. I want you to hear what she has to say.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear.
Let's be honest, Nancy, you know nothing about politics. And wrap-up smear? Really? That's what you've been doing to me? Sounds like something you got from your OBGYN. But whatever.
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
I'm sorry, Nancy, can you say that one more time? What was that?
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
Look, she's creating fake news. She told the reporters, you create a story. Let's get back to this clip.
And then you write it.
Can you freaking believe this?
Unless they see it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear.
You write the story after we report the falsehoods, and it becomes a validated story by the news, by you, the fake news garbage.
It's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report.
Also, when she says merchandising it, who is she, Mel Brooks from Spaceballs? Spaceballs the flamethrower. Yeah, okay, poison, whatever.
Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic. And it's self-evident.
You see there, she says it's self-evident because we've been doing it to Trump since he came down the escalator. Well, I have to tell you that I'm happy that I found out about this poison. Now I can put all of my efforts towards taking you down to Chinatown. That's right, we will drain Pelosi and Schumer from the swamp.
My goodness, guys.
But are you willing to not?
Yeah, we have better stuff than that. Oh, that was from the debate. Do you guys remember the debate between Trump and Biden? I wonder if Mark did anything on the debate with Trump and Biden. That's a curious question. Of course I did, people. I covered the entire thing. Verbatim. You'll see. Hope you enjoy. There's a two-parter.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio, but let's head to Donald Trump's show for the first presidential debate. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you for joining me on the 27th episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right, it's the official, real talk presidential debate between me and Sleeps Over Joe Biden. Yeah, you guys are looking forward to it, I know. You can't wait to see the Trumper demolish him. I can't either, but you're going to be surprised. Yeah, all of you, you think it's going to be easy, right? It's not so easy. Watch, I'm going to show you especially, because I know you had his special goggles that he was wearing. But anyway, look, it's the first debate, and as always, not fair for the Trumper. But let's get into it. Here we go.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2020 presidential debates. I'm Chris Wallace, and I'm with Fox News. Tonight I'll be the moderator, and we will be asking President Donald J. Trump and Joe Biden, former vice president, a select set of questions, and you, the people, will get to make the judgment on who is equipped to be the president of the United States. Neither have gotten the questions, except for Joe Biden. There are no listening devices, and Joe Biden does not have a pair of contact lenses that are acting like teleprompters. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Donald J. Trump and Joe Biden.
How you doing, man? I'm well.
Mr. President, I want to start this off light. Why are you such a xenophobe and racist?
Always with the softballs, huh, Chris? Love it. Look, I've been here for 47 months, and I've never gotten a straight question from you, really. I mean, seriously, do you want to just, throw money at Biden now? Honestly, what I could tell you is this, Chris. I put a bounty out there, $1 million, which is kind of like nothing to me, to anybody who could prove that I'm a racist or xenophobe, because all I've ever done is care for all of the people on the planet. What's the sleep sofa's excuse with the crime bill, huh?
Well, we'll get to that, Mr. President, but my next question is for the Vice President. Mr. Vice President, what kind of car do you drive?
Well, I drive a Cobra, man. That's right, my Aunt Judy told me I should look, only cool guys named Joe drive Cobras. So look, I get the sunroof down, I put down the top, and I keep going. Sometimes Joe and I go for a long ride in the woods together. And look, my Aunt Judy said that it's all about the car you drive. What? Can you? I can't believe it. I'm trying to. I got 2 minutes, I thought. I'm not allowed to speak. Hey, why don't you shut up there, you clown? Unbelievable.
You're a clown.
Everything I'm trying to do, he's stepping all over it.
You gotta
Mr.
be
President,
kidding me.
Mr. President, your team agreed to 2 uninterrupted minutes, and you can't seem to follow the rules. Mr. President, how did you bumble the coronavirus so royally?
You've got to be freaking kidding me. The questions I'm getting. You ask him what kind of car he's driving?
Yeah, my Aunt
I've
Judy
been trying
told me
to.
about that car. I've been driving it since
Are you
I was
kidding me?
17
This
years
guy's
old.
trying to make
Sitting on
noise
the
by
side
ear
of the
now.
What?
No problems from my perspective.
You're like putting it up on the tee for him, and he's knocking it out of the park. And then you're asking me oh, could you tell us about Tenochtitlan? Look, I can't tell you about Tenochtitlan, okay? I probably could. I have total recall. Not like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, I don't really like Arnold. He's not really much of a Terminator, really.
They say I have a problem with my mind. Look what he's
Are
talking
you
about
freaking?
now.
I'll tell you what, Sleeps Over Joe. Terminator was a great movie, but I'm going to terminate you. That's right. I'm going to take you down in the square. I'm going to invite President She-Hole to watch me dismember you, really. And look, when he goes back to Tiananmen Square to share the news with all of his people, they'll say Donald J. Trump is amazing. I mean, nobody's ever seen anything like this before. There's never been anybody like me, really.
Well, President Trump, just to follow up on that, why did you not denounce the white supremacists? And why are we continued to see racism in the streets?
See, this is the crap I'm talking about. They gang up on me. I mean, Chris Wallace is like working for the Biden campaign. Look, there's very few white supremacists out there, but like I said, stand down, people. At least stand by for a little while, because we need to stop the Antifa scum. But of course, look at the sleepsofa over there. He's trying to blame me for Antifa. Let's just be very clear. If these people were my people, the press never would have said that they were peaceful protests. They would have been like, oh, Trump bad. Look, rioting in the streets, they're killing and murdering and all kinds of bad things. But no, it was like, oh, look, they're making flower pots and look, they're kissing each other. And with coronavirus, too, no masks, no spread there. It was all Trump rallies, really, but not the spread from the rioting, from Joe Biden's campaign. And look, did you see gaslighting an American election? I mean, it's all right there, people.
So why don't you condemn the Antifa and the white
shut up,
supremacists?
Jelly
Mr. Vice President, you've been a successful senator for 47 years and a vice president for 8 years, and a great vice president at that. What would you do to continue that legacy as president?
Look, you got that one right. My Aunt Judy told me that we should try to put our heads down and do what Rap Rock did.
Did he just call Barack?
She said, look, if they don't vote for me, then they ain't black. So we're trying to get that out into the communities.
We'll gloss right over that one.
So no retort? No retort from you. He says, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, and you're not even going to respond, Chris Wallace?
Well, I'm not really sure what the problem is with that statement, Mr. President.
Look, you guys could clearly see that they have it for Trump. And we didn't even get it to talk about all of the good things that we've done for the country. Because Chris Wallace decided to become Joe Biden's #1 fan, really. Anyway, I've got to go, but I'll see you on the next Donald Trump show. Have a good night.
All right, we must see the follow-up because there's a second part to that, and it's actually, there's one part that's even funnier, and this is it right here. I'll give you the link because it probably only has 100 views or less. Episode 28 of the Donald Trump Show. Again, this is part of the movie. This is about 3/4 of the way through the movie. Hope you enjoy part 2.
It's Hammerlin
130
Jameson
views.
live from the studios. We head to Donald Trump for episode 28 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me at episode 28 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight we continue delving in on the first debate. Some of the outtakes that you didn't see on the live performance, you know, was taped prior, right? There's a lot of footage that's going to come out in the coming days on Real Talk. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's see what we got here.
Our first question of the day goes to Vice President Biden. How do you keep so calm and collected during the pandemic?
Lots of naps,
Mr. President,
really.
please stop interrupting.
Well, look, my Aunt Judy told me that I could get through this complete debate without falling asleep on camera. I think she's right. But look, but this guy, I can't get a word in edgewise here. He continues to. I'm telling you, my Aunt Judy said that we gave him almost 4 years. I only have 47. I need 4 more to get the job done.
Are you serious? He says he's going to do that? Sleepy. Sleepy. Wake up. Holy cow, it's like, are you even to hear the words coming out of your mouth? The questions you're getting are so simple, she won't even answer a question, really.
What are you
But that is
talking about, Donald?
would you let me speak?
This is crazy.
Joe, Sleepy.
Yeah, what?
Sleepy, be quiet while I'm speaking, okay? You're being very rude right now, okay? Look, what's important to understand is that Trump always wins, okay?
Yeah, well, my Aunt Judy says.
Now, hold
that
on
we're
a
gonna
second,
beat you
Joe.
this time.
Wait, you
You're
be
not gonna
quiet,
win.
Sleep Sofa Joe. I have more to say. Okay, you can't just go grandiose and pretend like you did anything in your entire career. I mean, let's talk about Hunter. Where's Hunter, huh, Joe?
He's hiding in
He
my
got
basement.
$3.2 million from the Russian
That's been
mayor's
refuted.
wife.
My Aunt Judy looked
No,
into it.
yeah, you say that it was fake news, but who's the fake news? Is it the mainstream media? Is it fake news? I think they're the only ones who don't want to report the truth, Joe.
It's not
which is
true.
that you are in bed with the Russians and the Chinese.
It's not true.
Look, you can't beat Trump, you can't buy Trump, but you could sure buy Biden. I've seen it done. They're buying Biden left and right for 47 years. They actually call you baby Biden in Ukraine because the
Freaking
way you
nailed it
handle
all.
yourself is kind of like a baby.
Gentlemen, we're going to stop the bickering and we're going to move forward with the next question. Mr. Vice President, what is your favorite thing to do on a day off?
You've got to be freaking kidding me.
Mr. President,
Pause
if you
my
can't control your
outbursts. He's talking
outbursts,
about
we're going to have
days.
to pause
Every
the
day's
show.
a vacation day for Sleepy.
It's unbelievable. Can't even get a complete sentence in without being completely jumped on by the President of the United States. Oh, what do I do on my days off? It's a good question, Chris. I like to nap. I like to put plenty of naps in my schedule. Every 15 minutes on the hour, you'll find me napping on my Joey futon. That's right. If not there, it's going to be on my Sleep Sofa Joe.
Joe, are you kidding me? How could you nap when you're going to be president? You're not going to be able to nap anymore, Joe. You're going to have to actually do some work. I know that's not something you're used to doing, Napper. Look, you know we call you DJ Sleep Sofa, right? Sometimes it's MC Napper. But really, you're really kind of just funny. I really laugh at you most times because you could never do the job that I did, Sleep Sofa Joe. I've been winning big league, the things we did against Chadda. Look, Sleepy, let me tell you one thing you don't know, okay? I'm going to point at you and tell you about me. I did a lot of great things this last 4 years. But I'm pretty certain that you've done nothing in your entire career.
Final question of the evening.
Wait, I don't get the same question about what I do on a day off?
No, I have a better question for you, Mr. President.
That's because Donald doesn't take any days off, Chris Wallace. That's why you didn't ask that to me. You could have asked how many hours a year do you sleep, and it'd probably be under the amount of naps that Sleep Sofa Joe takes in a month. But look, that's just what you do when you're a winner, not a sleepy loser like Joe Bumbling Biden in his Joey futon.
Look, I've had enough of this. My Aunt Judy told me I should put my foot down, and I think I'm about to do it now. I want to just win this election because we need to get back to what's right, which is us taking everything from the American people. We're going to get back to big government and people getting less.
That's the first honest thing you've said today, Joe. Seriously, you want to take instead of give. I want everybody to do well. Look, Sleepy, you gotta be kidding me. You're telling me you want to make government bigger and people make less, take home less? Really, that's a good idea for bringing back the economy, bonehead McGillicuddy Biden.
Mr. President, a train leaves Chicago at 3:15 p.m., and one leaves Los Angeles at 12:17 in the evening.
You gotta be freaking
How much
kidding.
gas...
Give me a math
Mr.
quotient?
Mr. President,
Like, oh
let
my
me
goodness,
finish
how
my
the
question,
train
please,
left
sir.
at 12
Sir, let me
p.m.,
finish my
really?
question while
Come
I'm
on,
trying to get the
Wallace,
full
this is
question
such
out for you,
freaking
sir.
bush league garbage.
Sir,
Bush
Mr. President,
league. Whatever,
Mr. President,
bush league,
please,
if you
let
do
me
it.
finish my...
Go ahead, go,
okay,
go ahead.
yeah. So, how much gasoline would it use in the trip?
I have no idea. This is not a math competition, Chris Wallace, okay? So...
See, he won't answer it because he can't answer it. My Aunt Judy told me he was bad at math.
You gotta be freaking kidding me, right? I mean, you want me to put numbers together here on the stage?
Well, if you can't do it, okay.
I mean, you asked Biden what he does on vacation days. You asked him what his car, what kind of car. I have a lot of cars, Chris Wallace.
It's basically a question my 5-year-old niece answered last week.
So why don't you ask Sleep Sofa Joe to do it then?
No, not necessary.
No, I got this one, Chuck.
Chuck.
It's 6.
Mr. Vice President, it's Chris.
Oh, I was just kidding.
What is Joey Futon talking about? 6? What the hell is 6 mean? I don't know, maybe 6 days for him to travel there in his horsing carriage. I don't know. Anyway, look, I can't answer a hypothetical about 2 different vehicles living at 2 different points in time. And look, maybe one of them's a Ferrari, the other one's like a Datsun. How am I supposed to tell which one uses more miles per gallon? Really, it's a stacked question, Chris Wallace. You know it. Look, this is what we've got, people. The mainstream fake news National Enquirer is trying to suppress the Trumper. They're trying to push a sleep sofa into the White House. I'm pretty sure he had contact lenses with a teleprompter system inside so he could have someone type in dialogue. The only time he could speak is with a teleprompter. So, look, anyway, that's episode 28 of the Donald Trump Show. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
What's actually really funny is that everything came true from this show. Everything. Every single thing I said, everything I joked about became reality. And it's pretty funny because they hit it. This is what got me canceled. I want you guys to know. When I created this hilarious comedy, it got me canceled because I put so much truth into here that they just couldn't handle it. Let me give you an example. This has 51 views, guys. This episode I'm about to play for you has 51 views on planet Earth. There are 7 billion, 8 billion people. 51 people have seen this. Keep that in mind. And you wonder why in a second. Tell me how accurate this one is.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio. Donald Trump with episode 9 of the Donald Trump.
Thank you very much for joining me. Episode 9 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to get into it today. I've got a lot to share with you. Border wall. Everybody's always saying, Trump, when are you going to build the border wall? We're building the wall. But they gave me such a hard time. Such a hard time.
The President of the United States, having failed to get Mexico to pay for his ineffective, unnecessary border wall.
We'll get back to Schumer and Pelosi after some other clips. I think you guys may like these others, and we'll put it all into perspective. It's Trump Show. I'm just going to show you how other presidents felt about immigration.
The bill before us will certainly do some good.
Well, let's start with that. He says he wants to do some good. Let's see what's next.
It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences and better security along our borders.
Holy cow. Obama wanted to put up a fence. Nobody cares. I want to build a wall stronger. They have a problem with that. We're talking Three Little Pigs, people. He wants to use a fence. I'm talking about a wall that the big bad wolf can't blow down.
The fence is now basically complete.
Wow, Barack, you got 5 years out of that fence. Good job. We had to start building an actual wall because what you did was crap.
Maybe they'll need a moat.
Or maybe they'll need a wall.
Maybe they want alligators in the moat.
Now that one I have to give Barack. That was hilarious. Still, I'll take the wall.
Every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country.
Bill Clinton says illegal aliens and everybody applauds and they get behind him. But Trump does and they call him a xenophobe and a racist.
The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers.
You see, they're always with you when they need the vote. But as soon as they get in office, they turn on you. Get used to it, people. It's the way it's always been with the Democrats.
That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more.
Can you believe that?
By deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before.
Maybe I should hire Bill to say his words / my words on the campaign trail.
I voted for a fence. I voted unlike most Democrats, and some of you won't like it. I voted for 700-mile fence.
Wait, Sleep Sofa Joe voted for a fence too?
Let me tell you something, folks. People are driving across that border with tons, hear me, tons of everything from byproducts from methamphetamine to heroin.
And listening to Sleep Sofa talk about the same issues I have with illegal aliens is just kind of laughable.
It's all coming up through corrupt Mexico.
Joe Biden mentions the drugs. He mentions the illegal aliens coming across the border. And he wants 700 miles of fence. No problem. He's not a xenophobe. He's not a racist. You call Trump whatever you want. That's the problem. You guys just make up your fake news. What do we have next? Anything left?
Former presidents have said to him that they wish that they had built a wall. Do you recall President Obama ever saying that?
Come on.
Bumbling Biden. At it again. Look, guys, you could tell it's a double talk situation with Biden. Everybody before me wanted a wall. Remember when Schumer said ineffective wall?
Construction of a 630-mile border fence create a significant barrier to illegal immigration on our southern land border.
So let me get this straight. In 2009, a fence is significant, but in 2020, a wall is ineffective? Really? Everybody before me wanted a wall. Trump gets it done.
There you go. Now you know why. That has 50-something views. Every single thing that shows their hypocrisy I found and put it into one clip about the border wall. And even now, while we just heard 2, 3, maybe a month and a half ago, that the Biden administration's going to finish off that wall. But look at this. Look at all the people when they were in power prior. They were like, this is not good. We have to protect our country. We have to protect our borders. It's only this administration that's turned a blind eye to that southern border. And they've pretended it's not an issue the whole time and blamed this last president for their failures. And my fear is that we don't know who's in this country, who they let in, and they let them in. And that's scary. I want to bring up something. I haven't done a story on this yet, but I'm thinking about doing it. It probably won't help this channel, but on May 24th, 179 countries, including this one, will be signing a treaty with the WHO, which gives the WHO total control of our country in the event of another Plandemiru, which means when they decide to enact the next Plandemiru, they will take over our country. And the scary thing is our politicians are on board, and there was a clause that was written in this treaty that said human rights will remain intact and everything will be done in allowing people's freedoms and choice and blah, 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 and human rights. They crossed out the entire paragraph. Our human rights are done. They're taking them away. And when you have a communist, potentially it's like a communist, it's an organization. And might I point out that they got everything wrong during the Plandemiru? They likely were working with China the whole time, and we're going to give them total control over all the countries on Earth. Guys, okay, let's just look at this. There's 3 letters, WHO. All you have to do is get rid of the H and turn it to an N. In fact, all they have to do is erase the top and switch the W and the N. It's almost like It's almost like that's exactly what it's been the whole time, and it's just been a slap in the face. We're calling it the WHO, but it's really just the NWO. And they're just like, hey, let's just flip the words. And the fact that it's not an N and it's an H is almost like we know that's why we switched it, because it's not the right letter, so we flip the root it. And now we go and we cut off the top and we put it in the right spot on March 26th when they decide to institute the takeover. So what I want to say is, how do we stop this? How do we get this country to realize we're able to handle our own crises? We don't need some organization that got it wrong on everything during the Plan Demaroo to take control of this country. And the uprising needs to take place, guys. They're not talking about this in the news because the mainstream media wants this country to implode. That's, again, if it bleeds, it leads. And it's so weird to me that they see it like that, because if this country implodes, their business implodes, and every report, no one's going to be watching TV anymore and watching your shitty freaking channel if they're out there trying to survive. So mental cases we're dealing with here. But to get back to the comedy real quick, I had one more thing I wanted to play for you, because I did not know who this man was when I created this. And I want you to see it because I got this and nailed it on the freaking head. And I think I could tell you the date. I think it was July 9th or something like that. Let me see if I can find out any info. Any analytics. Let's see if this tells me when I uploaded it. It was August 11th, 2020. Is that right? No, or is this... Let's see what date it was. Yeah, August 11th, 2020. Okay, guys? So, just so you have an idea of how quick or how early on all of this is. August, September, October, November. So, this was 3 months before the media broke this story and it became massive, and then they decided to bury it. Keep that in mind. But also keep in mind I had no idea who Zelensky was. And it's funnier.
Harold and Jameson introducing the President of the United States for episode 19 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on episode 19 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight, we talk about bumbling Biden again. Did you hear about it? In Ukraine, is now being brought up on charges. About time. Let's take a closer look.
Democrat presidential candidate and former Vice President Joe Biden finds himself in more hot water this week.
You know, when Sleep Sofa Joe goes in the hot water, the kids like to run their hands up and down his legs and watch the white hairs rise up and down in the water. He loves it when the kids play on his lap. He loves kids on his lap.
Just confirmed, a Ukrainian court ordered Joe Biden to be formally listed in a criminal case.
Ooh, formally listed? What does that mean? Let's get to the bottom of it.
The crime? The alleged firing of Ukraine's former prosecutor general, Viktor Shokin.
Oh, the old quid pro quo routine.
In exchange for dropping an investigation into Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden.
Is it me, or does Hunter Biden look just like Skeet Ulrich?
Biden and the company for which he was a board member, Burisma Oil. Shokin formally called for an investigation into his firing back in February of 2020.
Interesting timing. Right after the fake impeachment. Right when coronavirus made its way to our shores. Look, I'm not saying that the Ukraine is involved with coronavirus, but it just seems like they're trying to stonewall any investigation into Sleep Sofa Joe, but he's involved in something nefarious here with his son.
Claiming the Ukrainian government at the time relieved Shokin of his post in exchange for $1 billion in loan guarantees promised by Biden.
It's not looking good for the Sleep Sofa. I'm wondering if he could bumble his way out of this one.
A bribe Biden himself admitted to doing.
What? The Democratic candidate for president of the United States bribed somebody? I've got to see this one.
The prosecutor's not fired. You're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. You got fired.
So let me get this straight, Sleeps Over Joe. You and your son decided to hold the Ukrainian people hostage while you had them drop an inquiry into your son, Hunter Skeet Ulrich. I think he's Skeet Ulrich. I don't think it's really Hunter. I'm just saying.
But at the time Shokin called for this case back in February, the courts listed one of the defendants as an unnamed American.
That's actually interesting because Sleeps Over Joe forgets his name all the time.
An individual widely understood to be Joe Biden, Obama's Ukraine point man.
Two things that surprised me. First of all, that Obama picked Biden as his VP, and that he'd have him be point man on anything. Besides feather count on the pillow he uses at the White House.
But Biden was never formally named.
This can't be good for Sleeps Over Joe right before the Democratic convention. He's going to have a scandal.
Now, the courts have ruled it is improper to conceal Biden's name and that there is sufficient evidence to proceed with an investigation.
You know, I said a while back, why isn't anybody looking into Hunter? And everybody gave me a hard time. Look, nobody asks Joe Biden the tough questions because he doesn't remember the answers.
The ruling cannot be appealed.
Perhaps Sleeps Over, if he took a nap, maybe he'd be able to retain more information.
Another key development in this story is the release of a series of telephone conversations that has garnered major questions.
Ooh, telephone calls. I wonder if it's like Jerky Boys. It's Saul Rosenberg.
Andrei Derkach, a member of parliament in Ukraine, in a press conference Tuesday released what he says appear to be voice recordings of then Secretary of State John Kerry, Vice President Joe Biden, and then President of Ukraine Poroshenko.
Well, unfortunately, we're not able to hear what Catherine Zeta-Jones has to say in the interview. And it looks like, she's interviewing the guy who bangs Stifler's mom. You know, from the American Pie movie.
Poroshenko, discussing the Burisma case and discussing the removal of Viktor Shokin.
Look, somebody's going to have to find that leaked audio for me. I can't wait to listen in. I love good content, especially when it's John Kerry and Joe Sleeps Over bumbling Biden speaking with Poroshenko.
Neither Kerry, Biden, nor Poroshenko have affirmed the verity of these recordings.
Of course they don't. They've got doggy doo-doo on their loafers.
The recordings appear to have been leaked from government officials and whistleblowers, but are currently being verified.
Well, Sleeps Over would like to verify that he doesn't have a poopadoop in his pants.
Ukrainian President Zelensky,
the owner of the largest car manufacturer company in the movie Tommy Boy.
And Zelensky stated he anticipates more developments over the course of the summer and says the case could qualify as high treason.
High treason? For the bumbler? Maybe that's why he's been pretending that he's going senile. He just makes things up because they're going to unmask him. Now they have, and he can say, look, I don't freaking remember. I don't remember my name, really.
Candidate Biden has yet to respond to this latest development.
Well, that's because Biden can't do anything but read off of a teleprompter. Look, I think that's probably enough for episode 19 of the Donald Trump Show. Bumbling. So make sure you subscribe, ding that bell. I'll see you tomorrow, the next Donald Trump Show. Have a good night.
Oh, yeah. Skeet Ulrich in the house. Facebook Zucks, that was a funny episode. We did a lot of funny
Attention,
stuff.
this is an important...
A lot of funny stuff. It's getting late. It is 1:47 in the morning, my time. It is Martin Luther King weekend, so we went a little extra crazy here tonight. That video actually saw 710 people saw that. That's not terrible. Of all the pieces, that one at least got, there was a couple views on that one. But most of these just sat 87 views. Looking to see if anything else hit hard. Nothing really. Yeah, but we have, for example, this is crazy. I was going to put out the whole movie in 8 parts. So I put out parts 1, 2, and 3. And I noticed I got 83 views, 41 views, and 77 views. And I just decided it's not getting traction. So I'll just put the whole thing out as one full film. So if you do want to see the full Donald Trump show movie, I'm going to give you that right now. I'm going to give you that. And then hopefully you can watch it at your leisure. Hey, where we are. We're getting close, I think. Also, there's a very funny song I wrote called the Trump Train Jive. And that is thanks to Wolf, who asked for me to write that. And so I hope you enjoy that at some point. But right here, that is the Donald Trump show movie, which is called now Joe Biden, or Donald Trump Roasts Joe Biden for 4 hours. I figured I'd be as clean and simple as possible with the explanation. So I do want to say thank you to Barella, to Helen Gale Townsend. Happy birthday to you. Leisure number 7, NG17. I'm so happy that you are with us. Welcome to this family of daily positivity and connection, laughter, and live music. We do it every day for the last 5 years, and I'm so excited that you found the show. I hope you'll head down the rabbit hole and dig in on the 4,000 pieces of content that were kept from you until now. And lots more coming at the show from the 1775 Bible. And we have a funny comedy scene to film in the next couple weeks. I already have the first half. We just have to film the other parts. So anyway, I do appreciate you guys. I look forward to tomorrow. Barella, Helen Gale, you rock. Happy birthday. Leisure 7, NG17, A-Plays. A-Plays, I got your email. I will be covering all of those real estate questions for you on Monday morning at 9 a.m. if anybody wants to join and see what questions A-Plays asks and see what the answers are. I'm going to fill in all of the blanks. So, until tomorrow. That's not working. Joanne, do you want to say goodnight? Freaking Weezer. You know, unreal, Joanne. This is your moment to shine. You got to go away. Joanne's moment to shine, and she wheezes right through it. Have a great night. I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow is day 1840 in a row. Woo! Joanne, stop wheezing. Right, guys?